Hi, my name is Moseley. I'm a teacher at Eagle Zion Christian Academy. I teach political science, AP government, and economics. And I would like to introduce you to my classroom. Let's go inside. All right, right now we're going to look at the physical arrangement of my classroom. And the first thing I would like to address are the desks and how they're arranged. They're arranged in straight rows, and there is enough room for me to walk between. Unfortunately, my room is quite small, so this is the only way that I can arrange the furniture that would be the best or most conducive to learning. As the students sit here, they have access to the smart board, which is straight ahead, to the small whiteboard, eraser board on the left, and also they can see some of the other things that I have placed around here for learning. The next thing I want to look at is my corkboard here, my information board. As you can see, I have my syllabus for the 3 courses that I teach, AP Government, Political Science, and Economics. I also have displayed some student work here. It's just changed regularly. I also love to put up some current events because it plays a big role in economics and in politics. I also have my class rules listed here, which all students are aware of, and I hand that out the first day of class. I also threw up some quotes that I really find dear to myself. In addition, I also posted the Georgia Performance Standards. And as you pan around the room, you'll see that I have some displays here for political science. And also for the trip that I'm going to be sponsoring or leading to Washington, D.C., that is sponsored by the Close Up Foundation. And in the front here, you can see that I have my smart board, which is a great tool, great educational tool, which is off right now. And this is from earlier today. My lesson plan will be after this. This is just an introduction to my room. But as you see here, this is from my economics class. I have my warm-up, my essential questions, the objectives for learning for the day, and I also had 2 activities that we're going to do today for my economics class. Hey class, how you guys doing today? So how was yesterday? I was at Union Grove, and you guys had Mr. Jones yesterday, right?
Yes.
Did you have fun?
Oh, wow.
So much fun.
Well, he is a fun guy. I like Mr. Jones. Well, today, guys, I want you guys, as usual, I want you guys to look at the bell ringer, and I'm going to take 2 minutes to do that, and I'm going to take attendance. Okay? Okay, guys, so you had your 2 minutes to look at the bell ringer. So, what do you guys think? Is it legal to pray on a school bus, on school grounds, in a classroom? We know at ELCA we're allowed to do that. We're a private or parochial school. But let's say at Union Grove, where I was at yesterday. What do you think? Do you think it's legal to do that? Are you able to pray? Macy, what do you think?
I think so, because, I mean, we're supposed to have the freedom of speech and freedom of religion.
Okay. Does anyone agree? Julia?
Well, I think
Or disagree?
that the teachers aren't really allowed to enforce any kind of specific religious beliefs on anybody, but the students can do whatever they want to in that area.
Do you think there's anything that would be illegal for a teacher or a student? I should say for a student to do in school. Will?
I wouldn't say anything illegal, but I was going to agree with Macy and Julia, because you see this in sports programs, coaches would pray before a game, say the Lord's Prayer and stuff like that. So I think it should be illegal, or should be legal too.
Okay, so it should be, but is it legal? I guess is the real question. So you've seen some activities like that, but is it legal?
I think it depends.
Okay, depends.
It varies.
Kara, what do you think?
I think it's more, the students are, it's okay for them to do it, but the teachers there's a lot of parameters put around what they are allowed to do.
Okay, so let's move on to the second question then. So what can public schools do and not do in regards to religion? Do you think they have any, for example, do you think they have any clubs?
FCAs in many schools.
Yeah.
So Fellowship of Christian Athletes, we have that here. And they also have it, you're right, in Union Grove, I saw that yesterday, actually a sign. What else can they do? Well,
I know when I went to elementary school, they offered a moment of silence, where they gave the student the right, or the opportunity to pray for the day. And so I guess they give the student the opportunity, but they don't force it upon them.
okay,
So,
all right. Do you think they can have a Bible study?
No.
student-led.
Well, if it's student-led.
Jaleel, yes? If it's student-led. Well, we are going to discuss this. We're going to discuss some Supreme Court cases that detail and discuss these issues, these different issues that you brought up. And today, we're going to look at, these are your essential questions for the day. What are our First Amendment freedoms and rights in regards to religion, and the establishment and free exercise clauses in the First Amendment pretty much sum up what our religious rights are in the United States. And these are objectives which are on the PowerPoint presentation. Later on, right after the PowerPoint presentation, we're going to do some group activities. You're going to be doing a political cartoon in groups of 2. And there's also a reading I want you guys to look at, also in the same groups. There are questions to answer for both exercises. And finally, we're going to have a debate about prayer in public schools. And I'm going to separate you into groups of 2 large groups. There's a reading that I'm going to pass out to you guys. And I want you guys to break up in those groups. I want the pro and the con side. And I'll give you more instructions when we're at that point. And then finally, for the ticket out the door today, I want you guys to look at the assessment on page 544 and answer questions 1 through 5. And I'll give you further instructions when that's time. All right, class. Today, these are objectives for the lesson today. The first, why can't a free society exist without free expression? Justin, could you please nudge Eric and wake him up? Thank you. All right, Eric. We're just going over the objectives right now. All right. First, freedom of expression. So these are the 2 most important parts. If you look on 537 in your handout, you will see the First Amendment. The first 2 clauses in the First Amendment are, one is called the Establishment Clause, and the second is called the Free Exercise Clause. Okay, and the Establishment Clause guards against establishing a mandated religion. What do you guys, how do you interpret that? How do you analyze it? When you see that, how do you analyze that? How do you interpret that? Jaleel.
It said that the government can't push religion on anybody, and that you're free to choose your own religion.
Good. Any other points anyone wants to make about that? So, correct me if I'm wrong, what you're saying is the government cannot enforce a religion upon anybody.
Correct.
Okay, good. So that's exactly what your just said. And in fact, freedom from religion. Now, on the flip side of that is the Free Exercise Clause. So it guards against the government interfering in the exercise of any religion. Can you think of any ways that the government supports religion? Julia?
There are multiple religion-based groups that are giving government grants or money.
Okay. What? Eric?
When the president takes his oath, he swears in the Bible.
Okay. All right. What else? Kara?
Churches are free from taxes in like some instances.
Okay. Tax exemption. Well, that's what you want to say? Tax exemption? That is huge! It's funny because we all say you can't escape, Benjamin Franklin said you can't escape death and taxes, but guess what? Churches can. Now, is that true of all churches?